Come to LA. I got museum trips for her. Woo! What's up, beautiful people? Kevin, is my mic on?
Yeah.
It is? I can't hear
It
you.
is on.
Okay. One more time. Woo! What's up, beautiful people? It is your baby mama, favorite baby mama, Stormy P. And this is another episode of Chocolate Chip and Sip, the modern day female perspective. Damn, son, back at it again. And back at it again, we're playing with half the home team today on the audio and visual this week. We got Kev the Kid in the building. Hey, Kev.
Hey, I'll try not to say anything stupid this time.
You know what? And I appreciate that. Listen, y'all. I just wanted to jump straight in for a few things. If you were on the live before we started this show, we inserted a new segment, a new pre-show segment. It's called Niggas Ain't Shit. And I really enjoyed it. And I can't wait to indulge with you guys more on this later on in the episode. But I wanted to talk about a few things. And once again, y'all know throughout the week, my mind just be racing. And as I encounter different things, my mind just be racing some more, right? So if you were on the live at the end of last episode, I was talking to you guys about how I want to intentionally date this summer, right? But the reason that I want to intentionally date this summer is that I have so many bomb ass date ideas. Like, I found some cool hot air balloons. I found a pickle farm. Y'all know I love pickles. I found a pickle farm. I found some bomb ass vineyards. I found some cool, like, nerdy museums, some trippy museums. Like, I have a lot of stuff that I want to do. And I know some of y'all are probably like, well, why don't you just go do it with your girlfriends? Go do it with your girlfriends. Because I want dick after. Yeah. I don't want to do it with them. Okay? I want to go out and have a good time. And afterwards, I want to go home and get some dick. Okay? Which is why I want to intentionally date this summer. So needless to say, yes, I'm looking for a man. Right? Now, just because I am looking for a man does not mean I want any man. And with all the respect in my heart, please respect me respectfully declining your advances. Okay? I want to say this one more time. Please respect me respectfully declining your advances. Like, if I am showing you respect, please just give me that same respect back. Because I don't curve niggas with an attitude. I don't be like, what your broke ass doing over here? Okay, that's not me. I'm that girl like, you thought, you wild for that. I'm not her, okay? I have the utmost respect. So when I decline your offers repeatedly, and then I have to get intentional with you and say, no, I'm good. No, thank you. Now all of a sudden I'm a bitch. Now I'm fat, okay? Now I got too much baby hair. Yeah, oh, that's y'all love that. Now I got too much baby hair. Okay? It's just, what? I thought we were having a good time here. 2 seconds ago, you wanted to eat my booty from the back. What happened? 2 seconds ago, you wanted to drink my bath water. Now I'm a fat, ugly bitch. How did we get here? I'm confused. I don't know how things escalated so quickly. Like, y'all really got to explain this one to me. Like, when y'all say these things, do you realize the hypocrisy in your statements? Do you realize the hypocrisy in your back-to-back statements? Make it make sense. Somebody said, don't be in my DMs being sassy. I agree. First of all, the audacity of you. So you just walk around trying to talk to fat, ugly bitches? Huh? Those type of girls you like? See, that's probably why I ain't getting you no play, because those are the type of girls you like, apparently. Like, what? All right, let me tap into the live. Speaking of baby hair, what edge control do you use? I'm going to send you a picture when I get in the house. I just started using some new baby hair, actually, so I'm going to send you a picture when I get in the house. Somebody said, preach, Stormy, preach. Listen, it's always you fat for me. Bro, For y'all to be on Lizzo head so heavy, apparently y'all all like fat bitches. Because as soon as one of us decline you, we're a fat bitch. Like, for someone who apparently only gets the baddest of bitches, only gets the foreigns. Soon as you get declined, every woman turns into a fat, ugly bitch. Every woman turns into something out of a nightmare. Like, what would make it make sense? That's all. I'm not asking for much. Just make it make sense. Because me, myself, I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, I understand that the fragile male ego is a thing. But baby, if it's this fragile, you need to go talk to the lady. Because this is crazy. This is crazy. Someone said, that's fair. Dudes be hurt sometimes. I'm on to the next shorty that's actually fucking with me. And that's it. That's it. That should be your general response. Like, how privileged have we become where we can't take rejection? How stuck up and out of touch are you if you can't take rejection? That's crazy to me. And especially one that you haven't even like invested time or money into. It cost you nothing to slide in my DMs. So why are you so hurt by this? What happened? Somebody said, I mean, fat bitches do it better. Are y'all done? 200 pounds plus is a must. Can't be seen in public with someone under 200. My Lord. I know that's right. Come on, somebody. Gummy is a good edge control tool. I never tried gummy. I'm gonna have to look that out. We ain't fat when they trying to ball us like we ain't fat when they trying to ball us up like a pretzel. Talk about it. Talk about it, Anna. Talk about it. Because we show is not. We show is not. Okay. We are not fat when you are picking out baby names in your head because you want me so bad. Okay. We are not fat when you walking around telling your homies, yeah, look who I got. We're not fat then. We're not ugly then. So where we at with it? Where we at with it? Somebody said fat bitches are fun. Y'all get on my nerves. But yes, I agree. It's the bruised ego, yo. Someone said, you're not fat though, laughing my ass off. Maybe fat forehead, but not fat. Let me tell you something. I've said it once and I'll say it again. The pretty girls all have big foreheads. And I don't care what study you do. I don't care what scientific journal you look at, okay? They're all going to tell you pretty girls have big foreheads. That's it and that's all. That's it and that's all. And I don't even got to tell y'all who I'm talking about because I know you know at least 3 pretty girls with big foreheads right now. Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. You know at least 3. You know at least 3 pretty girls with big foreheads. And you know, the universe runs in the laws of threes. I didn't even make that up. We all know that's true, okay? Everybody grandma in here done told her, you know death come in 3s. You know babies come in 3s. Jesus number 333. Y'all, I'm trying to tell y'all. All the pretty girls have big foreheads. And that's it and that's all. And I ain't gonna say nothing else. That's just it. That's just it. Speaking of a good man, I went into this year with intentions on my brain, right? And when you're looking for something, what do? You make a vision board, right? When you have things that you want to get out and you want to manifest, in today's day and age, you make a vision board. So what did I do? New Year's Day, me and my friend, we made vision boards, okay? Yes, I'm looking for a man. So you know what I put on my vision board? I want a reformed hoe. Yup. That is a trait that I want him. I said on my vision board, I put, I am looking for a reformed hoe. Now I know some of you saying, oh my God, Stormy, what? Why do you want that? I'm gonna tell you why. I don't fucking feel like teaching. I don't feel like teaching. And I know that a reformed hoe is going to have at least the 101 class mastered. I don't mind opening your eyes and expanding and teaching you stuff that you may not have never encountered before. But baby, I'm too old to still be teaching how to eat coochie. What? Hell no. I'm not. And I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to teach you how, if you have a larger member, how to have sex so it doesn't hurt. I'm not doing that. That's beneath me, okay? Beneath me, okay? I might teach you anal. I might teach you how to do anal comfortably. But, baby, the basics, done, okay? You don't want to put a toe in your mouth to a missionary? Done. I'm over it. I'm not interested. Respectfully, I am not interested, okay? You still haven't figured out how to choke and stroke at the same time? Not interested. Don't want it. No, thank you. No, thank you. No mas, okay? No, I don't want that. I don't want that. And I think that the reformed hoe gets a negative connotation, but it's like, yo, they have seen the error of their ways. They have seen the error of their ways, and they are now trying to figure out how to live their life on the right path. Okay? I support this. I support you, baby. Okay? I love this for you. Let me join you on your journey. Okay? I might give you some more tips. Okay? Manifest a reformed hoe. Okay? And by this point, they didn't got all that weird shit out their system anyway. They know what they like. Okay? They don't need much direction. And more importantly, they listen to direction. What? Y'all sleeping on reform hoes. I'm gonna tell y'all that. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. They got it going on. Son, you got it going on. That's it. I'm not mad at it. Hold on, let me tap into the live real fast. Stormy rehabilitating these hoes. I'm just saying. Listen, I'm gonna tell you what's wrong with society. We send people to jail, right? So they can better themselves and reform. But then when they get out of jail, we don't give them no jobs and shit, right? I think hoes is the same way. We should be celebrating reformed hoes, but instead society as a whole, shuns them. Let's look down on them. No, they need love too. And I'm talking about men and women. Like, okay, you've seen the error of your ways. I love this for you. I'm here for you. Someone said exactly. They lay good pipe. See? But I need good dick and good head. Well, yeah, I want one too. See? Listen, I'm starting a new movement. Let's see. Stormy Saves. I'm going to start a foundation called Stormy Saves. And I'm just going to fund reform hoes. And I'm going to pay for haircuts. Okay. Ladies, I'm going to buy new sets of lingerie. Just things that make you feel good. Okay. I'm going to pay for some ladies to get their nails done. Some mani-pedis, right? I mean, and I'm talking about the expensive ones. You want some long, encapsulated? I got you. Okay. Some long encapsulated form, sis. I got you. This is all going to be a part of my foundation. Men, I'm going to pay to get your car detailed every once in a while because y'all deserve treats for turning your life around. I love this for y'all and I am supporting y'all. Y'all, I'm going to start the Stormy Saves Foundation. Now, my question is, how would you prove that you're a reformed hoe? In order to qualify to be a reformed hoe, you have to provide 3 references. And that's it. I think that's a good idea. And it don't matter if they tell me that you did them wrong or if you did them good. They just have to tell me what time period y'all was talking. So that I can count up damn, you was talking to 3 bitches in the same week? Well, that's crazy. And you was knocking them down. And you changed your life around? Reformed hoes should get the same respect as born again Christians. Okay, I'm done. That's it. Reform a Jamaican and find out. Someone said just 3. Yeah, just 3 references. I feel like that's all you need. Trying to reform female hoes is challenging because they ain't used to monogamy and might relapse. You meant to say male hoes or did you mean to say female hoes? Because I feel like once a woman has realized, let me start over. I feel like reforming for men and women is different because once a woman realizes her worth and realizes that she was given access to men who didn't really deserve her, that's when shit changes. And I think that's when the monogamy really kicks in because it's well, wait a minute. Half these niggas ain't deserve me anyway. So I think reforming wholeness from men and females are different because men, y'all usually stop being hoes when y'all really want to settle down. Or you had an STD scare. That STD scare be making y'all niggas monogamous like a motherfucker. and tell me I'm lying. All a man needs is a good STD scare, and he will slow down on talking to all his women. All his women. All a man needs is a good STD scare to get his life right. He will be monogamous for at least the next 3 months. At least. And can't nobody tell me nothing different. Can't nobody tell me nothing. He ain't gonna be acting right when he go out with his friends. No, nothing. They're gonna be trying to put him on bitches. He be like, no, dog, I'm chilling. I'm just really trying to get myself ready. You know, Ramadan coming up. Oh, you know, Easter coming up. Like, whatever it is, they making excuses for everything. They don't want to talk about nothing. They trying to get themselves right. They focusing on themselves. Focusing on themselves. Y'all ain't slick. Y'all ain't slick, okay? I'm here with it. Y'all, I didn't even remember how we got here. Man, listen. I said what I said. That's it. That's it. So someone said, I turned down pussy in Africa because I was scared of catching an STD. You see? You see? All niggas need is a little bit of fright in a men. They gonna turn themselves around. They know it's not that men don't know how to. They don't want to. And sometimes they need a little bit of encouragement in the form of an STD scare.
I prefer the stink.
That's it. That's it, and that's all. So I told y'all, you know, I created a vision board this year because I'm looking for a man. I'm manifesting my man. All right. Now, not only did I say I wanted a reformed hoe, right? But I also want somebody who has similar parenting styles for me. Now, don't get it twisted. They don't have to have kids. I just want someone who has a similar parenting style to me. Because, like, the type of parenting that I get involved in, it's not the easiest. It's not the easiest. It's not the easiest. Like, we all talk about, like, gentle parenting and, you know, breaking generational curses. Like, what we don't often talk about is how when being a good parent has caused you to form sheltered kids, especially in the Black community, right? So once again, I just want to say, we always talk about breaking these generational curses and, you know, the gentle parenting, and I'm not going to treat my kids the way they treated me. Or even on the flip side, my kid is going to have all the things that I didn't have, and, you know, they're going to have all the opportunities that wasn't presented to me. Cool, perfect, great. The downside of that is you create sheltered kids. And unfortunately, that's where I am in life right now. And having sheltered kids isn't a bad thing until they enter those preteen and teenage years, because shelter kids ain't usually, they don't have the most street sense, street smarts. No, they don't. And I'm scared now that I've created this sheltered monster that, you know, one of these little bald head heifers gonna take advantage of him. Or, like, you know, some niggas gonna try to, you know, convince him to do it, some wild stuff, and he's gonna want to do it to prove he's not as sheltered as he is, or like fit in, be cool, X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean? Kevin, can you open that window, please?
I can do that.
I'm hot. Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, someone says 16 years in, sis. Exactly. Like, talk to me. Like, I know y'all got to be feeling what I'm feeling. Like, the downside of being a good parent is creating sheltered kids. Like, I think I broke one too many generational curses because my man is bougie. He is bougie. My son is bougie. We go out to the restaurant and he sits down and grabs a regular menu and hits me with the, so, what were you looking at for appetizers? Nigga, are we on a date? How much money do you have in your wallet right now? Because you're going to tell me what was I thinking about for appetizers. As an adult, I was thinking about getting some oysters. And he's like, yeah, I think we should probably start off with a dozen, and then maybe if we want more, we can go from there. We can go where? We can go where? Or, like, I take him to the movies, and, like, all the movie taverns were sold out. And I don't know if the movie tavern is everywhere, but I'm assuming they're everywhere. But they're like, a studio grill, if you will. And if you're probably like, yeah, Stormy, we still don't know what the fuck that is. Okay. So it's like a movie theater that it serves food, but like food, not like popcorn and hot dogs like a regular movie theater. They like come bring you food to your seat, like pizza and fries and flatbreads and burgers and chicken sandwiches and pastas, all that stuff, right? So I take my son to the movie theater. I got tickets last minute, but I'm still being a good mom. So I take him to a regular AMC. No shade to AMC, but just a regular degular movie theater. We get inside and he's like, they don't serve real food here. Y'all, please come get this bougie nigga, please. I can't afford it. Okay? I created a monster. The shelter life is cool until you realize you have created a monster. And that's where I'm at, y'all. That's where I'm at. Somebody gonna say, oh yeah, it's normal. My kids think $500 isn't a lot of money. See? We have created monsters. We had the best of intentions, but we have created monsters. It's a sick game. That's absolutely right. Someone else said, not the apps and the mocktails. Yes. Someone else said, not too much on him. Y'all just stop, okay? He deserves all of it. All of it. Someone said, let me be stepdad. We will have him at Morehouse in no time, and he can act as bougie as he wants. Shout out to Morehouse, yo. Shout out to all my men at Morehouse. Similar parenting styles is important because if you discipline and they want to rationalize with a toddler, it's going to be a problem. I agree, right? Especially when it comes to discipline, because my style of discipline was really installing the fear of God in him young so that I didn't really have to beat later. And this worked out great for me. Someone said, we're talking about where's the red button? I need an oat latte. I'm not trying to be funny. My man will tell you in a minute, I want a frap. Don't try to come to him and tell him you can have a hot chocolate. He gonna look you at your face and say, you can have a hot chocolate. I asked for a frap. Like I really have, or I'm gonna say we really have, me and his father, because it was a collective effort, because they be bougie over there too, especially during like holidays. They be getting my man the most outlandish gifts, and I just be looking like, this is why he is the way he is now, right? And it's hard because it's not just about gifts. It's also teaching your kids to articulate themselves, because what happens is when you teach your kids how to articulate their emotions and their feelings, oh baby, they gonna read you. They gonna read you. They gonna check you, okay? Don't be slacking on these kids that you've taught emotional intelligence to, because they have no problem telling you about yourself. Well, mommy, I just really feel like we didn't take into consideration all the angles when we chose this as a form of action. Who the fuck is you talking to? I'm grown. I feel like the little boy who ain't had no shirt on. He was walking around saying, I'm grown. That's what it was given to me. That's what it was given to me. But I always give him that space to articulate himself, because I refuse to have him be that man who's grown and chooses to be silent and lose and miss out on important opportunities and relationships because he can't articulate his feelings like an adult. Like, that's crazy, because there are men and women out here who literally will shut down instead of saying how they feel, who will create different scenarios instead of saying how they feel, who will project their feelings onto you because they never learned how to articulate themselves and their emotions properly. So it's like, no, I don't want you to be that person. But damn, nigga, that don't mean read me. It don't. Someone said, yup, you're not being considerate. Don't start me with the considerate. Don't start me with the considerate. The considerate be taking me out. Because I'm like, boy, you've been alive 11 years. What do you know about considerate? But I can't say that. I can't say that, because that's what our parents told us. And like, everyone in here has had a stop crying or I'm going to give you something to cry for talk with their parents. Everyone in here has had a, you tell your parents somebody get on your nerves and they tell you you don't have nerves. Bitch, yes I do. How you going to tell me? You getting on them right now. But it's hard because that is just what we experienced growing up. And I don't want to have those barriers on my son. Hold on, y'all. Let me tap in with some more stuff on the live. Someone said emotional intelligence. Yes. Good morning. I am the real Mr. Cooper. Oh, and why do he want to go to the Bahamas for his 13th birthday? Ciao. Me and my son have been practicing French, so he is fully prepared to go to Paris and has been telling all his friends that he's going to Paris by the end of the year. Y'all, who got Paris at the end of the year money? Mommy is trying to do stuff and he don't give a fuck. He don't give not one fuck. Agreed. Sin, I felt that completely. No, real shit. My 11-year-old talking about he want to go to Cabo for his birthday. Like, what the fuck? Exactly. I'm so happy that I am not the one who's created a bougie monster. Y'all don't understand how much of a community I feel like we are right now. Like, we always be close. But this right here, this is something different. I'm feeling this. This is great energy for me. Yes, ma'am. You're teaching him very well. Thank you. Teaching your kids to express and defend themselves will come back and get you, especially when they hit you with your own logic and you got to walk off. Bruh, don't let him be right. Don't let him be right. Him being right is even worse than him actually speaking on it. Because now I can't do nothing but accept that I got checked by an 11-year-old. And yeah, that one stings. That one stings. That's the one. That's the one right there. That's it. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Nope. My mom let me have an opinion, and an opinion when appropriate. Mine don't know what's appropriate. Well, you know what? It gets better with time. In each generation, they learn a little bit more. Someone said, child, my son 3 and been to Cancun, had a ball. I'm all for giving them the world, so they ain't easily impressed. Mama showed you the world. Yes. And I think that a lot of times when you instill this stuff in your kids, it makes it less likely for someone with ill intentions to come along later on in life and impress them with these simple things, especially if you have daughters. Boy, if you have daughters, if you do not show and teach your daughters these things, it will be a crusty bum that will come up with a trip to Miami and she will think she just hit the jackpot. She'll think it.
Not okay? Miami. No.
Y'all, Kevin been quiet this whole episode. Soon as I said that, he jumped in and said, not Miami. Not Miami. I'm just saying, if you don't teach your daughters that, they'll be impressed by the lowest form of interest. Okay? It don't have to be a trip Miami. It can be just constantly being told she's beautiful. It can be, being reassured that she's loved. Okay? It can be, just a good morning text, attention, anything. If you don't install this stuff in your daughters, they will grow up and have a Jody come along and take them to Miami, and they will be ready to risk it all. That's it. And that's all. Speaking of kids, y'all. Speaking of kids. I saw this post on Facebook, and y'all, this the one. It took me out. Hold on one second. Oh wait, y'all typing it on live. Hold on, let me say something. It says, daughters kill father's pockets. Dad got 2 jobs so he can pay the mortgage and buy her Chanel. Chanel? Ew. I love this for you. Well, maybe not you in your pockets, but your daughter for sure. Someone said, I'm teaching my daughter that now. I constantly tell her she's pretty because I refuse to let somebody dusty ass son think he can bare minimum my kid. Sorry, not sorry. I agree. And I don't even have a daughter, but I agree and support this so much, especially when it's coming from a father. Like when it's coming from a father, that makes it that much better, because women who have active fathers are less likely to let people who are not worthy of them waste their time. I'm not going to say enter their lives, because sometimes you just want to rebel against your dad and you want to do blah, 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 right? But I'm going to say waste their time, because if she's actively and intentionally looking for a relationship, marriage, a family, whatever, you're not going to come in here with the bare minimum, because she's going to say, that's not how my dad treat me. And more importantly, that's not how my dad treat my mom, his girlfriend, his wife, or whoever. So you're not about to do that to me. So I hell yeah. I stand with that so much. 1000%. Someone said, listen, I learned early from my dad, I'm nobody's bitch. What the fuck? I know That's right. Come on, somebody. Come on. Okay. All right, y'all listen. Speaking of kids. I saw this post on Facebook, and I have never wanted to jump through the phone and sock somebody so bad in my life. Okay. So I saw this post on Facebook, and it said, I'm sorry, but if you a mother and I see you post more about you than your kids, you're weird. Y'all, give me a second, because just reading it again, my blood pressure went up. And I'm going to read it again. The post said, I'm sorry, but if you a mother and I see you post more about you than your kids, you're weird. Bitch, you're weird. Like, what? What are you talking about? Why do you want to see my kids so bad? That's strange, okay? Before I even get to that, though, I don't know what it is about society that makes them somehow forget. Before I had these kids, I was my own person, okay? And just because I had these kids, that doesn't stop me from being my own person, okay? My kids eventually will be old enough to have their own social media. And that's where they can post them, okay? But if we're talking about me and when I want to post, it's me. I am a person. Before I was a mom, I was a person. And for some reason, society seems to forget that, all right? Not to mention, girl, in the criminal justice system, sexually obscene crimes is handled like, what? You ain't never seen Law and Order, ho? You don't know about Lieutenant Benson. You don't know about Detective Tutuola, okay? You don't know about the strange ass dangerous place the internet is for kids. What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? If you are one of these people who think that because I have a kid, I have to put my kid on my social media every day, you are dumb. And if you are one of these people who think that just because I don't post my kid, I'm not with my kid every day, you too are dumb. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, literally, I am the type of person where you might see my son in my story from time to time. You're going to see him on his birthday. And there we have it. That's it.
Daily vlogs, or I'm calling Dyfus.
Yeah, shut up. Kevin said daily vlogs, or I'm calling Dyfus. But someone said social media got people heads fucked up. That's true. Like, you don't understand how when you are out at your son's baseball game and you're posting his team and stuff like that, people can just Google the team and find out where their next game is or where they have practice and pull up on you and your child. Like, all jokes aside, not even being funny. And I'm going to tell you why I really stopped posting my kid a few years ago. Because I used to post my son frequently. It was someone who worked in the cafeteria at my kid's school and came up to him, was like, yo, Levi, I know your mom, right? Now, once my social media really started growing a few years ago, I realized that this could be a potential factor for me and my son. So we came up with a code word. If somebody says they know me, ask them what the code word is. And if they don't know it, they don't know me personally. They just know me from social media or the internet. And he understood that. And he understood the dangers of what could happen. You know what I'm saying? So old boy like, yeah, Levi, hey, I know your mom. And my son right at his neck, what's the code word? Right? I really wish I could have heard him come home and tell me the story. Funniest shit ever, by the way. He's like, what's the code word? Right? And he's like, what you mean? Like, it's not even that. It's not even that. My son immediately walks off. Goes to the lunchroom attendant and says, I need to call my mom. That scared my son, y'all. That scared my son. I don't even know who this person is, but my blood is boiling. I want to fight. And yes, not the lunch lady, the lunch man. Yes, it was a lunch man. It was a man. Came up to my son at his school. This was like 3 years ago. Because it was before COVID. Yes. So I don't play that. So when I see someone saying stuff like, if you post you more than your child, you're weird. Bitch, you need to go to jail. You need to be in jail. You should not be outside. Cynthia said, I don't know the code word. Well, you have no reason to be around my son. So I didn't think you would need to know the code word, but I will text it to you later on today. Thank you. Someone said no thanks because they like to sexualize kids, especially going after single parents. Let's talk about this because I almost forgot. Not to mention the pedos out there, right? But there are also men and women who will target single parents, and their way in will be the parents, but their objective is the child. What was that show on Netflix? And the guy ended up fucking the mom, the dad, and taking advantage of the little girl. What? You've never heard the story? It's a real story. No. It's a real story. So there was this guy, right? And he literally wanted the daughter. In order to get to the daughter, he had an affair with the mom, right? Okay. And then slept with the dad.
The dad?
The dad! Yo, if you're on live, I know somebody knows what I'm talking about. Somebody has to know what this movie is. And he literally created a wall between a little girl and her sister in the same room so that he could just be with the sister. He ended up kidnapping her twice in her life from the parents. And like the first time, neither one of them wanted to go to the police because they knew they was fucking him on the low. Yo, what is this show called? This is going to grind my gears.
I'm trying to Google it.
It's what the fuck?
The half of it?
The half of it? No. Oh my God. Type in like man sleeps with mom, dad, and daughter. And he kept her thinking it was the aliens and that they... Yes. He was telling the little girl that the aliens wanted them to be together. And that's how he was able to...
Abducted in plain sight?
Abducted in plain sight. Y'all, look this up. Stop what you're doing right now and look this up. The show is called Abducted in Plain Sight. And it is a documentary about how this man took advantage of this woman. The best title I ever could fucking think of is called Abducted in Plain Sight. And that is exactly what he did. He took advantage of this woman's family in plain sight. Slept with the mom, slept with the dad, just so he can sexually abuse the daughter.
Over 200 times.
Over 200 times. And he kidnapped her twice. Once he like took her to Mexico or something, right?
Yeah.
Y'all thought I'd be lying. No, it's a real thing. Jot this down for your notes because you gonna want to hear this. Yes, it is a real life story.
1974.
From 1974. And he was married too. I don't remember him being married. That's one of the most disturbing docuseries I've seen. Yes, it is a real thing. I promise. You gonna watch this, John, and if you have never talked to the TV in your life, this is gonna be one of the times you're gonna be yelling like one of them black ladies in the movie theater. You're gonna be yelling like Brenda in the movie theater. Don't go in there. Woo! To some scary shit. Like this is gonna be you. Like watching this is gonna be crazy. Yes, they were white. Why would y'all ask were they white? They were white. So that doesn't mean it can't happen to black people. Okay, y'all be thinking that it's just because they white. No. I'm gonna let you finish, but can we get into them braids though? Thank you. You'll see me. Thank you. How the fuck do people fall for this shit? He is a master level manipulator, and he really was able to get under everybody's skin. And then at one point, the mom didn't want to say nothing because he was like kind of blackmailing the mom. Then he was blackmailing the dad, and this little girl was just left in the distance. He literally like told her that he was going to take the daughter to, I don't remember if it was camp or the store or what. And he just disappeared with her for like 3 days. And the mom or the dad didn't go to the cops because A, they felt stupid, and B, they know they was fucking them. So they were like, oh, well, he wouldn't hurt her. Like, that's my bae. That's bae. Ciao. Yes, and yes. Someone said throwing my chopsticks at the TV. That was me. I was yelling. Somebody said, yes, he was married and he had 2 boys. They used to go over their house and the wife was protecting him. That's crazy. I don't even remember that part of the story. I guess I only memorized the traumatizing parts. But yeah, long story short, stop asking people why they don't put their kids on their social media, especially if they are single. It's because of shit just like this. Because somebody can see your cute little daughter in them crop tops you keep putting her in, even though she's only 4. and try to get to you, and you thinking they the perfect man, or you thinking they're the perfect woman. Whole time they playing hide the rabbit. It's a thing. Back then you can get away with anything. No phones, no media. Exactly. Someone said, nah, black people don't let the whole family get bagged. I'm not gonna say that, because everybody got somebody in their family that they don't trust with the kids. Everybody got that one funny cousin or that one funny uncle. So I'm not gonna say it's race related at all. It's a thing. It's just a thing. You can move 11 miles away and start a whole new family back then. Agreed. So maybe that is why a little bit went out of hand, but yeah, that's it. I'm so sorry. My allergies are acting up. Kevin, would you like to get into edibles?
Sure.
All right. So the edible portion of the show is when I read questions, stories, comments that you guys might have sent in. And if you would like to submit it on the day that we record, I always put a prompt on all my social media saying, ask me a question. If you have a longer story that you would like me to read or need advice on, you can DM it to me at Stormy P, PEA, or at Chocolate Chip and Sip, or you can email it to me at inquiries@stormyp.com. Okay, one more time, the email is inquiries@stormyp.com. Okay, so first, someone said, how does a woman feel sexy for her mate when she doesn't even feel sexy for herself anymore? And I'm gonna read that again. How does a woman feel sexy for her mate when she doesn't even feel sexy for herself anymore? Boy, oh boy. I feel this on a spiritual level, because let me tell you, right? Last relationship I was in, like 4 years ago, right? I was happy, y'all. I was happy. And you know what happens when you're happy in a relationship? You get fat. Okay? Do you know what happens when you are happy in a relationship? You get fat. Listen, this was the hardest lesson I had to learn in my life, because I ain't never had none of this before. Okay, this was something new, and your girl got fat. Okay, I'm talking the heaviest I've ever been. Right? So the funny thing is, I didn't notice that I was getting fat until I was fat. I didn't notice. I didn't know. So now subconsciously I'm getting self-conscious about myself, and it's affecting my libido. Right? So I'm like, you know what? It's my man. I know he wants to have sex. So I'm going to do something special. When he comes home from work, I'm going to put on some sexy lingerie, and I'm going to tell him, take me now. Right? The part I didn't factor in is I am now fat. Okay? And I can't fit any of that sexy lingerie. But I'm like, I'm already here. I got to go through with it. Got to see it through, my boy. Okay? So I put on the biggest like one-piece teddy that I have. It's like a bodysuit, right? So I put on this one-piece bodysuit, and y'all, I'm looking like a can of biscuits. I'm busting out this shit, right? It's not funny. I'm looking like a can of biscuits. But I'm like, so what? I'm still going to try, right? So I time it perfectly. I hear his car pull up. He comes through the house, and I'm standing in the doorway with my arm up like some 1970s porno, right? Standing like this, right? And he goes, hey, babe, and puts his bag down and walks in the kitchen. Y'all, when I say I went in the bathroom and cried, okay? I cried, right? And the crazy part about it is, we talk about it later, and we didn't even end up having sex. I went in the bathroom, I cried, and I took my clothes off. And then I went and laid down in the bed, right? So I wake up, and I get up and try to start dinner. And I have an attitude, of course. And he's like, you know, what's going on with you? And I'm like, well, you know, I put on these sexy clothes, and, you know, I'm trying to get better because I know that I haven't been doing what I need to do and making you happy. So I'm trying to make you happy, and I want this to work for us. And he was like, yeah, babe, I was just worried about some shit at work. Like, I didn't even peep. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I made you feel that way, but I wasn't even paying attention. My mind was somewhere else. That shit ain't helped me none. I don't care about what you saying. I put my fat ass in this lingerie and you didn't even care. And I already felt like embarrassed about doing it. I say all this to say, I feel you. I feel you on a spiritual level because I have been there. And the only thing that I can say is, if you are saying that you don't feel sexy because you are overweight or because you have gained some weight, right? Because I feel like when women don't feel sexy, it's usually because they've gained some weight. Like, I feel like at some point you feel like you got it going on. And then once things start changing, you feel like it's because of weight, right? Like, what's a reason that a woman doesn't feel sexy? It's usually because of weight. So my advice to you would be, take time to make yourself feel better with different forms of self-care, right? Get your nails done. Get your feet done. Go buy you a new outfit that fits, right? Because you could be thinking to yourself, I'm not sexy because I'm busting out of this bodysuit like a can of biscuits. But in all actuality, you'd look fine if you just went and got a bigger size, right? So if it's lingerie, go buy you lingerie that fits you, okay? And niggas don't care what you look like in lingerie. They just want the lingerie, okay? Get your hair done, okay? Maybe go get your car washed. Get your car detailed. Buy you some new shoes. Do something for yourself first. Because making yourself feel better first will give you the strength to want to be better for him. Shit, you go buy some new workout clothes that fit, or you just buy some new workout clothes, period. Now you're more motivated to go to the gym. You buy some different food in your house. Maybe you're more motivated to meal prep and X, Y, and Z. If it has something to do with, weight. I'm just going to say, start by doing something for you first. Because once you feel good, you'll have the strength to be better to make him feel good. But it's always about you first. You got to take care of you. Here we go. Can I feed you them lamb chops? Why y'all like that? Okay. I'm trying to get my life right. Like a can of biscuit. Yes, y'all know them canned biscuits when you open it and they be popping out. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Oh, we care. Y'all don't care. Shut up. Shut up. Gained weight from not shaking my ass in the club no more and laying in the bed doing grown-up things. Put that trench coat on and it didn't go all the way around my waist. Y'all, I gained weight because we literally was in the house just drinking. Like, we was drinking in the house. We were drinking going out. And literally the only exercise I would get would be at that time when I got super drunk. My mind told me I could do parkour. Back then when I would get drunk, I always knew I was drunk because in my mind I hear parkour, like The Office. And I would just, I swear to God, like, I really wish I could call him and he could tell you, like, yeah, her drunk ass would. That's how we knew she was drunk. She would start parkour. Like, and I would be serious. I remember one night we was lit, tore, right? And I go, parkour. And I hit like a front roll. And my head just hits the fucking bathroom door. And he like, we going to bed. And he really turned off all the lights. It was like, no, we just laying down now. Like, we're done. We're just laying down. That's it. We're laying down. It's done. It's fucking done. And that's what happened. So I don't do that no more. I mean, I can still do parkour, but I don't need to be drunk to do it, is what I'm saying.
You're reformed.
I'm a reformed parkour agent. Yes. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you. Okay. So my next question. This one I kind of answered earlier in the show, but it says, you have a beautiful personality and beauty. So why is someone with such charisma single? I'm single because everybody don't deserve me. Okay. I'm single because I'm not settling. Right. I'm single because I took the time to heal and work on myself and take accountability for the fucked up shit I was engaged in and the fucked up way I was treating people. And I've said to myself, if I have taken the time to learn and correct my ways and develop the emotional intelligence for me to be a good mother, a good girlfriend, a good wife, right? I expect those same qualities in a man, right? So unfortunately, if you are not healed, if you have not found God, You do not need to be in my face, okay? And I take that back. If you are not on your healing journey, okay? If you have not started to develop a relationship with whoever you may think is the creator, I am not the girl for you. And I refuse to settle for anything less than someone who can provide the same things that I can provide for them emotionally, physically, and mentally. I never said financially, because that's a journey in itself. I'm just saying the bare minimum. I expect you to be able to reciprocate every bit and quality of love that I can give to you. And unfortunately, I'm just not settling for less. And I don't think anybody should have to. In my mind, that is the definition of settling. And I ain't with that shit. I don't want none of that. None of that at all. So the live says, preach it, mama. Preach. I be trying to tell my sister this. Don't settle. Work on yourself. Yes. So the last question, it says, and this one took me for a loop, y'all. If you want to live listen, please tap in. I would love to hear what y'all got to say about this. I'm a virgin, and I was wondering, how do I get laid? Now, this question came from a man, right? Excuse me. Fuck y'all. This question, ew, that stank. This question came from a man, right? And he says, I'm a virgin, and I was wondering how I get laid. Now, I went to his social media, and it said something 92. So I'm assuming he was born in 92, which makes him 30, 31, right? He's from South Africa, and he did look young, like very good for his age. If he's actually 30, 31, he looks very good for his age. I would actually give him, like, Kevin, how old do you say that we think he was?
I don't know. Probably 29, somewhere around there.
Hell no, Kevin. I was going to say like 22.
25.
And either way, he looks super young. So, first of all, I asked y'all to help me with some advice for this man. And the first comment I see says, pay for some pussy. No.
You know, I was thinking that, but I didn't want to say it.
If he is anywhere over 22 and is still a virgin, I do not want him to pay for pussy. I don't want him to pay for pussy, y'all. I don't want him to do that. I hate that for him.
Best case scenario, he's got to market himself.
Okay.
Advertisements, you know, maybe make
like
some
a
flyers.
billboard?
Yeah. A billboard. You know,
he
maybe
better sell that shit.
Yeah, DTF. You know, right across the billboard. Mm-hmm. Or looking for a committed relationship. You know, whatever he's looking for.
He better come to America and come to a chocolate chip and sip show and wear one of them down the fuck wristbands, and he'll get it done.
Well, there you go. That's the answer.
Someone on the live said, pay for it to build up some confidence, pimp, and then try doing your thing on a dating site. Someone said he can buy some good old locally sourced coochie. Someone else said, sell his virginity. Thank you. Someone else said, a nigga don't have to pay for no pussy in today's society. Shaking my head.
Wasn't there that thing where that one girl sold her virginity for $1 million or something like that? Yes,
I told y'all before about that one lady who sold her coochie to, I think, a Korean billionaire.
Yeah. That's what it was.
Y'all, listen. I am going to say, if you have waited this long, then obviously you have had some type of emotional attachment to losing your virginity. So I did see you were single. So I'm assuming that you don't want to lose your virginity. You want to be with someone. And in being with someone, you will eventually you lose your virginity, right? So I'm going to say, let's take the sex aspect out of it, right? What are you doing when you're in mixed company with women? How are you approaching these women? How are you maintaining their attention? Are you making sure you're paying attention to love languages and what they like? And are you making them comfortable enough to where they feel like they want to give you coochie? Are you being super weird and being super sexual right off the back? Are you one of them where my hug at niggas? Are you one of those she tell you she about to go to sleep and you say, damn, without me? Are you one of those?
You showering without me?
Yeah. Oh, we hate that, by the way. We hate that. Stop texting women that. We fucking hate it. But you have to think like, what am I doing to where women don't want to grant me that access? Why am I not permitted to the next level? Because it can't be because you ain't got money, because broke niggas get coochie all the time. It can't be because you're ugly, because ugly men get coochie all the time. So it has to be you taking some type of accountability and saying, what is making these women feel like they're not comfortable enough to give me that?
It's probably either communication or the way you present yourself is really what it comes down to.
Yeah, my brother, do you stink? What you smell like? So, smell goods will catch a woman's attention before your looks or your communication skills ever will. You smell good. Smelling good will catch a woman's attention before your looks or your communication skills ever will. If you smell good, you will get a woman to turn her neck quicker than you having a nice body, you being attractive, or you having money. It's the nose, baby. Like, what's going on? Someone said he needs some Creed. What is that? Someone else said he probably socially challenged. Where my hug at, niggas? Yes, the trash. Someone said, I bet he's very odd. We don't know that. Is he healed? I don't know, y'all. I'm just, his Facebook page is kind of private, so I couldn't even see all of it. I can just see like his location and go through some of his pictures. But plot twist, he did look super young, so I really hope he is like actually of age and wasn't like sneaking on here. Someone says, take your time and be patient. It will come to you as long as you carry yourself well. I agree. He better start tricking. It's too many homeless strippers for cuz to be a virgin. He's in South Africa. Maybe there are no homeless strippers out there. Okay, did you think about that? A cougar would love to break him. Not gonna lie, you might want to go find you an older woman. She might be your best bet. That is good too. Because you have a higher libido. At this age of her life, she has a higher libido. It just works out. It's hard to answer the question without knowing how much success he has had meeting women. I agree, because I wish it was more of an open forum and that he actually would have like emailed me so we could have a few back and forths, because I would be really interested to know what happened to the last 3 women he attempted to lose his virginity to, or he talked to, or he was dating. I also would like to know, what's his approach to women? What is he looking for right now? Like, if you're just looking to lose your virginity, honestly, at this point, bro, go pay for it. But if you're waited out this long because you want a specific attachment, we gotta self-evaluate and take accountability for some of the stuff that we may be doing ourselves. You know what I mean? So let me scroll down. Tell him to tap in. It was on Facebook. Like, I'm not gonna hold y'all. So on Facebook, I have like 170,000 followers. So like a lot of this stuff really be coming from Facebook because it's just so much of it. But yeah, my man, please tap in, and I hope you're listening, and yeah, keep us updated so we can possibly do a part 2. Listen, man, as always, follow me on the gram at Stormy PEA, at Chocolate Chip and Sip. And if you don't remember anything else, please remember, breaking generational curses provides breaking generational curses creates bougie ass kids. I love you guys, and I'll see you next week. Peace.